Hello there, and welcome to Leveraging Liberty. So basically, what this is a YouTube channel, and it's also a podcast, a radio channel, a public discussion of just honestly the biggest bullshit that there is in the world. And the biggest bullshit that there is the fact that the 24/7 mainstream media, um, our politicians, the globalists, the rich, basically stomp on our neck and say fuck off. I mean, let's be honest here. The average American doesn't really pay attention to the bullshit that's going on in the world. That's just something that doesn't happen. I'm not faulting the person, but a lot of people are asleep at the wheel here. It's what's going on. We give more of a shit about what's happening in Hollywood than what's happening on the Hill. I mean, let's be honest. Now people give a shit because Trump's in office, and I'm not a big Trump fan. I'm not, but it's just after this election. This election really changed a lot for me, and I'm a real young dude. I'm a veteran. I'm in my mid-20s. I have a pretty decent job. I'm the average white American male. I'm the average Joe. That's how it is. And I've usually given a little bit more of a shit about what's going on geopolitically, around the world. But this whole election, it just really opened my fucking eyes. It really did. And I'll tell you why. Because whether you lean right, you lean left, whatever, you're an American. The mainstream media, whether you're watching Fox News, you're watching MSNBC, it's so unbiased that it fucking hurts. It hurts my eyes to see it, and the fact that people don't see it, or they see it and they just don't care, is insane to me. And it rung fucking true, this last election, because man, did I see the attacks on fucking Trump. Holy shit, did I see the attacks on Trump. Not a big Trump fan. I really don't like Hillary. Just don't like her. And I'm really glad she lost. Trump, there's a lot of shit that's going on that I'm like shaking my head like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, I don't understand. I don't understand how the leader of the free world can get up in the morning and the first thing he fucking does is check Twitter. I don't even have a Twitter. It boggles my mind. It's fucking insane. And basically, what this whole channel is going to be about is we're going to try to take geopolitical and political happenings that are going on in the world, and we're going to try to break it down for the average American. Because I mean, let's be honest, you go to fucking Fox News or CNN, MSNBC, New York Post, Washington Post, New York Times. You fucking all you do is see shit. I mean, all you do is see a fucking headline that's directed towards an agenda. And you see robots on the screen that are telling you what you're supposed to think. Because if you thought any other way, you'd be fucking crazy, right? So basically, that's what this whole entire channel is going to be about. This whole channel is going to be about just unscripted fucking nonsense. Trying to tell people, the average American, the average person in the world, what the fuck's going on, because we don't have that unbridled fucking unbridled news anymore. We don't have that conversation. The conversations that we're having is on Facebook, and everyone's a damned expert on the situation. We're such that brings me to another point that it's just like I'm just keep on rambling. That's kind of what this channel is going to be about. I might have couple other guys on here as well. But I feel like and tell me if I'm wrong or not. But we do seem like a very reactionary country. It's like we don't stop and think, man, there's two sides to this fucking story. Like it didn't just happen to one person. Oh my god. But something happens, and basically everyone logs on their social media. And I'm not gonna lie, I've been one to do this. I have. And when you step back, you think like, holy shit. Okay, maybe when you hear other people's opinion, you're like, oh wow. I mean, I seem so decisive on my Facebook post that no one was gonna sway me. And then if you have a brain and you're open up to different ideas, and you're not a sheep of whatever the mainstream media, whatever Hollywood, whatever Entertainment Weekly is fucking telling you. You open your mind up a little bit and you see, wow, there's more than one idea out there. There's new ways to get information. The internet is the greatest thing in the fucking world. It's also the worst. Just, if you're on YouTube enough, if I go to a random video, I can, see why it's so fucking terrible. But basically, why I made this channel is because I want a open dialogue. I want to have a conversation. I want to try to bring, like I said, the geopolitical and political happenings of the world to the average American. People who don't necessarily want to turn on CNN or Fox News or MSNBC and just see this mind-numbing bullshit, but just it's like the most fake thing I've ever seen in my life. So stick around, and enjoy the show. Always participate. Leave comments. We will answer them. We would love having conversations going. Our first video is probably going to be about North Korea, just because that situation's serious. But I really appreciate everyone, and this is Leveraging Liberty signing out.